back online here. Sorry about that, but that is why we're doing what we're doing.
It is what it is.
Sure. At the end of the day, Ryan,
That's why we run the races.
it's why we run the races.
I just saw your banner on YouTube. We love your complaints on this free test.
It's also an accurate comment.
Well, I'd say I can't remember who we're riding with, but they've got a pretty good handle on it here.
Nice. This is
Catching up to some more people.
Yeah. We'll run over to some other people in a minute here. I'm still let me just get through a few minor tech issues on my end. We're always trying different things for a very specific reason, because this is the time. It's hard to test everything out when you're not actually live and running all the computer tasks it takes to be live. So a lot of times the things that we want to do, we can't. That's why today is nice. All right, you want to see some other cars?
Yep.
All
Yeah,
right.
let's see what else
There's
is going
Charles
on.
Kleinhagen.
Oh, all right.
These are more sprint cars. I think this is a jumpy truck.
Yeah, it looks like a jumpy truck.
That is definitely a Nissan.
Oh,
you want to see a Nissan?
That's Jason Rabe. I like Jason Rabe.
All right, let's see what it's like for him.
Yeah, Jason's making his Thursday Night Blunder debut, and he's a pro racer. I'm not sure where he's from originally, but I know he lived in New York for a bit because he's an instructor at the Monticello track, and he's a racer, like an ST TCR guy, and he's just a cool dude. So happy to see him out here with us. He actually reached out a couple weeks ago and said, hey, how do I get in this? How do I register? And then he followed all the directions like some people don't know how to do, and he's already out here with us. I like that.
Yeah, I do too, because I've not heard one.
Oh, you didn't get like a barrage of emails like, hey, how do I...
Yeah, hey, I didn't.
Yeah.
No one sent me anything yet, and
Yeah. I literally just sent him the link, and I was like, here, register, and then, follow the directions.
yeah,
He's
and,
like,
you never heard another word. Yeah,
Yeah.
he just made it in.
Yeah, so Jason Rabe is now an all-star.
Yeah, he can have anything he wants.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, I haven't seen his livery yet, but I like watching this in-car, showing the speed differential between basically the GTP car and everybody else. Yeah, coming through the Porsche curves here. Now, I don't have a clue how much time Jason has spent on iRacing.
no,
So
yeah.
I don't know if he's got a setup on this thing or if he's just like winging it,
More power to him. Though. I'll give him that.
Yeah, yeah. He was able to get into the race session before Eric Foss, so
he's got
doing
something figured out.
right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I like him because we never heard about it.
Right.
He
Now,
just did it.
Yeah, what we just saw there was he did the proper line through the chicane, and a jumpy truck passed him by like 20 car lengths. Because they're just straight lining.
Exactly what we wanted. So should we go to a? Well, I'm still queuing some things up. Should we go to a jumpy truck?
Yeah, might as well.
Oh, I think he's done anyway. He's in the pits. So, all right, let's find ourselves a jumpy truck. That is Worst Case Racing with. This looks like a jumpy truck, right? Hunter Olson. I think he knows what he's doing. Oh, there they go.
Yeah.
Through the. Well, we can't really call this what it is.
Oh, and there's some good air there. Nice.
Oh.
So that's not just easy. He's working this thing.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
That's what we wanted.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's gonna be a hell of a start.
So they're shortcutting this thing here. Now, somebody in France somewhere at the FIA is losing their mind right now over track limits, which is a thing that we invented, by the way. And so see how those guys just went through that corner and it was exciting and nothing happened?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Huh.
just like they just kept going and it was like, cool.
All right.
And he had a good run here, too.
So now, so what is different about where they're at right now versus the track as you see it on TV when you watch the real Le Mans 24?
I'm glad you asked, Sean. So this is the Le Mans Classic course, which basically means how they ran it a long time ago, back in, I think, the late 70s, early 80s, before they went to the chicanes. So basically, instead of slowing down to like a second gear chicane that's right there on the right, they are flat out for, I think it's something like 3 miles, as we see a GRC car stopped in the middle of the road. And I think it's something like a 3 mile straightaway here, all the way down to what they call the Mulsanne corner. So flat out for a really long time. But what we saw earlier in the practice session we were watching is the draft seems to be pretty big as we see a GTP car go below and by. But the draft seems to be pretty big with these trucks. So I imagine they're going to be bumping and banging the whole time.
Perfect. I'm still screwing around with stuff, just so you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, we're here in the chicanes were put in 1990. So, like I said, late 80s.
Right. That's exactly
And
what he said.
those are my words. Yeah. And yeah, big speed differential between the GTP cars and these trucks. But I imagine the trucks, if they get into it with the GTP cars, are going to come out on top. So, see a GRC car going by, also a pretty decent speed difference there, but not as dramatic. And I'm guessing the truck is going to be one of the fastest cars through some of these corners because it can take advantage of the track limits. But the car itself is one of the slowest, since we see what looked like a Blue Thunder Racing Nissan just go flying off the track at Mulsanne like it forgot it was there.
Excellent.
So that was pretty cool. But yeah, these GTP cars are flying around here, man. Their speed differential is pretty big.
All right. Let's see.
A lot of fans in the stands.
Let's see if I can figure something out here.
Johnny O'Connell joining the chat on Facebook. Always
Wow.
good to hear from Johnny.
I can't wait to hear what hidden complaints he has on this deal.
Nah, he's all in on us, man. He was like, "You guys are the best." We were talking about it the other day when we were doing his 5 questions, and he's getting a rig together. And he said as soon as he gets it sorted out, he's coming. He's coming to play
he
with
better
us.
join our deal. Absolutely, that'd be fun.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially since he's been. I don't want to put words in his mouth, but he has previously stated he's not necessarily the biggest proponent of this kind of stuff, not what we're doing, but sim racing in general, because of its ties to real life.
Right.
So I'd be very curious to see how he does. I think he'd enjoy something like this where we know it's not real.
Yeah, and I think also Johnny, being a man of the people, he understands that having the fans actually compete in the race is pretty exciting.
That's also fair.
Yeah.
All right.
That Continental Nissan looks awesome.
I think I've got things figured out now. Let's see if I can.
Man. Is this still Hunter that we're running with?
Yes.
Yeah, he's doing a great job coming onto the Mulsanne there. Excellent line. So.
All right. So so I'm just currently working on a few more little test things on my end, and then we'll go. You want to see?
Got a good.
I love this drafting.
Yeah, I was gonna say a good view of the draft here and how much it's worth, because they're clearly hitting a speed wall pretty fast, but then you get together. Now I'm wondering if it's like the Cup car deal a couple years ago in NASCAR, where 2 cars pushing the whole time was better than drafting up and passing.
Sure.
But he can't see anything right now, and there is definitely a kink at the very end down here, so you're gonna have to be heads up for that. But good stuff to see the draft.
Yeah. All right. I think I've got ourselves situated here.
And dead.
And it's broken. All right, I'm going to remind everybody once again, it seems to be working. I think we're good. But if for some reason the feed gets cut out, it may have to start on another link. Have people rejoined us on YouTube and all that nonsense?
Yeah, it seems to be. I see a little more complaining going on, so I think they found it.
Okay, good. What are the complaints now?
There's no complaints. I just want to get people riled up.
Want to get me going. All right, so let's, now that I'm done with my part, let's take a look, see what so we've got. This is a 30-minute practice session, and once again, this is what's called the Runoffs. Now, tomorrow at 7:30 Eastern is the big race day. We will have 3 guests in car and then 1 guest in the booth with us. We'll have, in the car, we'll have Jeff Siegel, a former winner at Le Mans.
Yeah.
Mark Miller, who's competed at Le Mans a couple of times now. And then Calvin Fish, who, if you watch any sports car racing on TV, then you know the name. He's been to Le Mans a million times, both as a reporter, and I believe he's driven in this race.
Yeah, and Calvin's obviously one of those guys that gets it. You know, he's always down for a good laugh, and he's a great guest on our show. And he's already seen a couple of tribute liveries today on social media and loved them. So good job with that, you guys.
So they'll all be with us tomorrow at 7:30. But not everybody here will be able to be in that race because we have a limited capacity. So basically, in this race, which will have qualifying in about 1 minute, for this race, the winner of each class will advance to tomorrow's broadcast race. And then we'll have another race in an hour that will begin roughly around 9:30 Eastern. Gosh. What is going on there?
Perfect. It's
Actually,
perfect.
we'll have a race that'll start. Second race will start roughly at 9 tonight,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
we won't be able to take every class winner from that second race just because of
yeah.
capacity. But the person that wins the highest subscribed class
Yeah.
will advance, which means whichever class has the most entries, the winner of that race will be in our big broadcast race. Which,
Right.
if that were right now, our highest subscribed class. Let's see. So we have a ton of Nissan GTPs, a handful of 410 sprint cars,
Yeah.
a handful of rallycross cars, and a few Pro 2 Nitros. So it seems like the Nissan class is definitely the highest subscribed class.
Yeah. Yeah.
So assuming that same logic applies to the next race, the winner of the Nissan class will be the advanced driver.
Right. And I got to say, I'm a little disappointed to see that. I would have thought for sure the highest subscribed class should be the sprint cars.
Agreed.
So we're going to have to stop giving you guys such cool options if you're not going to fall in line here.
Exactly.
This is for our benefit.
All right, so while we're waiting, I want to test out some other stuff we're doing. So I'm going to look at you for a second, Ryan.
Sure.
So
They had to scan something, right?
camera's off you. Relief. All right, so let's. So we got a 10-minute So I was going to do our normal 5-minute qualifying session, but I realized half these guys wouldn't complete a lap.
Right.
So we have a 10-minute qualifying session, which honestly, like if we look at some of the lap times from practice.
Sean, we're getting a little feedback that my lips were moving, but nothing was coming out until later. So there's a delay.
Oh, there's a delay
from me to the sound.
Let's cut back to you for a second. There might have been a mistake on my end. Don't do that. Okay. It's funny, but it's not. All right, we're gonna try that one more time. Because
so we're hearing it's not a delay actually, Sean. There was just no sound.
There was just no sound. So let's try this again. I think that might have been user error on my part because there's a lot going on in the way that we're currently configured. So if you talk now, once again, why is it black and white behind you, Ryan?
Because technology hadn't evolved yet to allow color and film.
So the photos are black and white, but people could see in color?
I don't know, actually.
Okay, fair.
There's, in fact, no way of knowing. Back to you, Sean.
All right. So now we know. Okay, it worked. Yeah, no, that might have been user error.
Fair enough. Our producers, though, in the chat room have been phenomenal putting this broadcast on.
Thanks, producers, for all of the work that you do.
For what you do. Continental Tire.
All right. So our fastest practice time looks like it was Christian Abbott who did a 3:24 in the GTP, and that's going to be significantly faster than everybody else. The 410 wing sprinters, our fastest time was a 4:15 by Charles Kleinhagen.
Yeah.
Fastest time in rallycross qualifying was actually, they're not that bad. 3:59 by Tanner Witten.
Okay.
And we did a 5:16 by Robert Hibby.
So far, but that's about a minute slower, I think, than what those guys were doing.
Right.
Actually, no, that's not true. That might be okay. A 4:16 is what I saw the sprint car do.
So if you consider the outlap, it's not impossible that the pro trucks don't get a lap here in qualifying. I'm not quite sure how it'll cut off, but look how much quicker those Nissans go by going into at the end of Mulsanne there.
Yeah, they're flying for sure. And the exit speed coming out of here too, because these trucks are so heavy, those things go blowing by.
All right.
But,
what do we want?
Exactly what we wanted. I love the GTP Nissan with the Acura logo right across the front.
Just like everyone wanted.
Yeah. Yeah. The 555 here getting a good run down down the straightaway. I like the Toyota hybrid signs up there.
Yeah, not much we can do about that.
Well, it's classic Le Mans.
Right.
Remember those Toyota hybrids from back then? Like, what's a hybrid? I think it's a war tool. Okay, so we're getting some other feedback that I was pixelated.
Yeah,
but the background was good.
That would be accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're specifically trying something different today, which isn't going to be for tomorrow, but just long term to understand how some things work.
Right.
And unfortunately, pixelated was how it had to be for your look.
Michael Parks with a great point. Black and white photos don't have sound. Duh.
Absolutely, that was the intent.
That's what we were going for.
That's a PR man right there.
Yeah. So when you go to that screen, I can only see their last names.
On this timing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting because that'll be. Well, I don't know how it'll translate tomorrow with the Apex screens because I don't know quite where they show up, but that's good to know.
Actually, when I go to full screen, I can see it, but I can't see anything to the left of it. So I don't know if there's anything left of Jason Rave that I need to see.
Just car numbers.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, but it doesn't necessarily apply. But okay, it's good to know.
Yeah, we'll see. Cool.
All right, let's. We have 4.5 minutes left.
Yeah, has no one set a time in the Nissans here?
No one has set a qualifying time. It looks like, but again, they were doing 3-4 minute. I don't know. That's actually interesting. Yeah. No, because it would take. Because you have that makes sense because it would take an out lap, which wouldn't register a time, and then you have to travel another 4 minutes to do a lap. So it'll take 7 to 8 minutes before a qualifying time can even be set.
What a dumb concept! Like, why don't they just put the timing beacon on the back straight for qualifying? Save everybody a lot of time and money. Just saying. Sean?
I like how he cut the chicane there.
Yeah.
Apparently that's not a problem. We haven't really followed a GRC car here, so let's follow. Oh nope. I broke it. What? No. Brian. Okay, so here's Brian Steely in the Herbie car.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at his onboard.
Now, is he actually number 53, or is that just the livery?
That's a great question. I don't know. Let's see if it lists him. 36. He's listed as car 36. You lying sack of crap.
Yeah, that is bullshit, my friend. So, yeah.
So I have no idea how they're set up, how they're geared, any of that stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of push.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's nowhere near as fast as that corner as some of the trucks were, so he's got to work on getting that thing rotated.
Now, he was already in 5th by the time he came out of Arnage.
Yeah.
Or not Arnage, whatever the hell you call it. So he's on the limiter.
Turn 6.
He's on the limiter before he's even got like an eighth of the way down the straightaway. So now he's going to be on the limiter for like 2 more minutes.
Yeah.
Let's just watch this.
It sounds horrible. I can't even hear you. Does that sound as bad in the chat room, or for you guys watching, as it does for me?
It's pretty bad.
All right, Sean, what are we seeing for lap times now since time's getting low?
All right, we've had 2 people set times in GTP. Lance Snyder.
Wow.
With a 3:29.6. Oh, he's finally at a turn.
Yeah.
But not like, wow, he has to really break early there.
Yeah.
And cutting through. So they're setting time. So Lance Snyder with a 3:29.6. Drew Cleaver with a 3:33.2. And Daniel Parks with 3:33.7. And I'd imagine, nobody else has set a time. Oh, Rallycross guys are setting times. Okay. Matt Kikas with a 3:57.5. 3 seconds quicker than everybody else. We'll see what Brian here does. And Pro Trucks haven't set any times yet, which would make sense. They probably still have another minute or so to go before they cross the timing line.
And sprint cars?
Sprint cars. No one has set a time yet. If they're doing 4:15, they still have another 30 seconds or so before they start crossing.
Yeah, 10:4. Now, I noticed that Lance Snyder, his practice time was only like a few tenths off of his qualifying time, so it's not exactly a slouch or a fluke here. He's actually figured it out.
Yeah. Now he'd been posting some tweets of his car livery as of like a day or two ago.
Yeah.
So it's very possible he's been putting in the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I know he does a lot of racing he used to race in like SRF and other stuff. Like I think he's really into the classic car stuff.
Yeah.
So it would make sense that this is the sort of his class.
Sure.
All right. So Brian decided to take the long way around on the dirt.
Yeah. He really didn't use that to advantage.
Yeah.
At all.
The pavement was the shorter of the two paths, but he decided the dirt was more fun.
Okay. So
we'll see what he does.
Okay, so the chat room is saying that when we were doing that in car and it was just hitting the chip for like a minute, it was awful.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Good to know.
Maybe not do that so often.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to check something out.
Yeah, because it was pretty awful for me.
Okay. That's good to know. I mean,
yeah.
what's bad for you?
Now, fun fact, I actually had a driver at Le Mans in 02 that did that, and the MG Lola, might have been 03, I can't remember the years, but except for he didn't make it, and he hit the pit wall really heavily, and we had to do the tub.
Nice.
Yeah, so shortcutting that by straight lining it, not exactly a new thought, but the results seem to be a little different in the truck.
Right. Okay.
Or I guess this is a global rallycross car who's doing a donut for some reason.
Maybe he spun.
No, that was perfect. He just did a circle.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm looking at something else. But so all right. Well, while we're fixing or listening to audio problems and good and bad, do I sound clear? Do I sound pixelated? Yeah. Does Ryan sound clear and fine? So it's just, and the cars, do they sound fine? Is it just when it's loud and on the limiter going down Bolson? Is that the lone bad sound you were hearing? Because that's good to know.
Yeah.
So, all right.
We should see some more lap times here on the board by now.
4:10. So our first sprint car set a lap time by Stephen Moore of 4:20.
Nice. Why are you laughing?
Because here in California, it's legal to laugh at that.
Ah, gotcha. But we're in France. What's the rule there?
Don't be American.
Hate everything but what we do.
Yeah. Now, funny we should mention that. Tomorrow we might have some special iRacing cameras that they've provided of things going on outside of the track to take a closer look at those very questions. Is it over? No, he's just done. All right, so fast rally cross time. Lee Lucas did a 3:56.6. Tanner Whitten, 2/10 off. We actually might have raised. That's awesome.
On a 4-minute lap, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one in Pro Trucks has set a time yet.
Good.
It's good. And Christian Abbott. Oh, Lance Snyder being dethroned.
Yeah, big time.
Christian Abbott with a 3:24.2, 6/10 behind now. Aaron Smith, who did a 3:24.2.
Yeah.
Poor Lance Snyder was demoted by 5 seconds. So it's huge variance in our drivers there. All right, let's look at some other views.
Yeah, and you got to get it done pretty quickly because of the way the lap and the session length is. So seeing some big numbers there.
Well, what's going on here?
It looks like a Continental Tire truck doing a. Not sure what was going on.
Let's see.
Yeah, a replay here.
Did he just looks like intentional? No.
This is Dustin Hamilton in his Pro 2 truck.
No, he's just having fun.
Yeah.
I think he's getting his doors warm.
Right. You got to warm the doors up.
I don't know what he's doing, but okay.
Let's see what happens here. Is he's gonna do a big Scandinavian flick, I believe, and then
to go down. Now, it could be, and I'm just spitballing here. It could be that when he was doing his research, he was watching Tokyo Drift.
Sure.
Fast and Furious, I believe, number 3. Because if there's anything I learned in car chases in Fast and Furious 3 Tokyo Drift, it's that when you're trying to catch somebody, you need to keep weaving left and right as you chase them down. So it could be that he thought that was some sort of speed trick. And that might work in Fast and Furious 3, which is more based on reality than sim racing. So I'm sure he's sort of upset that it doesn't necessarily translate.
I was going to go with he saw the bloopers.
Wow. He's dead.
Okay, so he's
So
I'm going to get the helicopter out for that guy. We have some feedback. Again, producers are telling us that the sound is actually pretty good. It just sounds crappy when you'd expect it to sound crappy.
Okay.
So we'll take that.
All
That's
right.
good stuff.
And I'd say we could listen to some driver chat, but no, they
No.
lost that right last week.
Yeah, you damn kids. So
All right, and that's
yeah.
I think that we're getting the checkered flag, so there's 50 seconds left. That's the end of qualifying.
Mm-hmm.
I think those who are still on track can still try and finish out their time.
Okay.
And otherwise, that's it. So the start should be fun. No one has set a time in Pro Truck.
Good.
I
So
literally think it's just because they can't finish in time.
are they running out of gas?
Possible. That's actually
Yeah.
a great question. I didn't think about
Yeah.
that, which would be amazing. Do they only
Exactly
have
what
enough
we're
gas
going
for one lap? I didn't think about that.
I think they can do 2 laps, but I'm not sure. Yeah, not gonna be a fun night.
Doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, Danny Bender writes in that trucks might run out of gas on lap 2.
That would actually explain why no one set a time,
Yeah,
because they're never
Yeah.
crossing.
yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, cool. All right. So,
I think it's over. Yep.
yep. Well, Chris Nicely's going to get the pole somehow. So I'll have to block him again.
All right. So Aaron Smith. That's the guy right there.
Yeah,
Getting it
he's been
done.
really strong in everything we've done.
All right.
I like
So-
that he mixed up his number 70 livery from just all yellow. He added some black and white, some Acura logos. Looks good this week.
All right. So I'm very curious how this start goes because I don't know what the right camera will be.
Sure.
We'll go with TV3 here.
Yeah, TV3 for Dale today.
Uh,
Oh, a Skull Bandit GTP car. That's cool.
Are we not lined up side by side, or are they not showing?
I think it's because you're going back into the chicane back there.
Yeah, I'm just curious. Are there other? Nope, they're single file. That's weird.
Yeah, maybe it's because of the chicane.
Yeah, I don't know. Or they don't have a.
Well, they do rolling starts at Le Mans, Sean.
That is true. We should make everybody run to their computers.
Like, I can't log in.
Well, that'll make our standing start a little bit boring,
Right.
but I'm okay with that.
it's-
I'm curious how the GRC cars do on these starts.
Yeah, well, there's 2 or 3 of them right there, like P6 overall. I don't know how that happened. So,
Interesting. So they don't do like a side-by-side grid.
yeah.
Huh. Who knew?
I like the 7-Eleven Roush or PTG. Is that the Probe or the Mustang livery right down there in P2?
The 7-Eleven?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Why did it switch cameras?
What's happening?
I don't know. Oh, they're about to go.
Okay, green lights. I saw a green light, but then what?
I don't know. Okay, you can hear them revving up. They're getting ready. You can hear those.
Green, green, green.
And there they go.
Alright.
Oh, there is a whole.
GRC cars.
Oh no!
Wait, what?
There was a whole
What?
other lane there on the left. Oh wow!
Wow. That was awesome.
Nice. All right. So definitely chaos.
Yeah, that's a Jeff Gordon DuPont GTP car. Looks great. P3. That was an excellent start, Sean.
That was everything we wanted. You want to see that again?
Yeah, I'd like to see some of the carnage there with the the GRC cars. I think they ran in the back of these guys. Like, this ought to be a pretty good shot. They're
Let's
going to
see how
go
this
green
goes.
here.
That's Tanner Wooden.
And these guys got a great jump off the line. All of them popped out right away.
Nope.
Did you see he's going to go around that guy
And-
immediately?
Oh, good. Okay. Whoop. And just chaos.
Yeah, I mean, he got up to like P5 overall for a second there.
All right. Let's see what else happened here on the start because I
That's
don't
great.
know how interesting this race is going to get.
How dare you, sir?
I'm sorry. All right. So Lee Lucas looked like he had trouble. Somebody got hit from behind pretty hard.
Yeah, it was this
Park.
guy, and I think he got spun by another GTP car. Oh, no, he lost it all on his own.
That was all him. Just unless it was the.
car.
So what? But there was another like these guys. No, he didn't get hit, right, Jacob Campbell?
He's P3 right now. He's doing good.
Oh no, it wasn't. It was the Wins car.
Okay, so
P2.
the Wins
He
car
had a
got
bad
hit.
start.
Yeah, Wins car got hit by the
Oh,
Jeff Gordon car.
It was Christian Abbott.
Yeah.
So
after
what?
qualifying.
Oh,
Really
he had a bad start, and then just a sitting duck at that point.
yeah.
No, he got going, and then we lost him.
Yeah. At least he had the sprint car go by him first, which is like the ultimate insult there.
All right, I want to see.
Yeah.
Oh, nope. Fast forward.
They're like four-wheelers on the front straight right now from all the push starts for the sprint cars. How's that work?
Say it again. Oh,
Are there
yeah.
four-wheelers on the front straight right now from all the push starts?
Yeah, I just had it. I screwed up. We just didn't have it on the right camera angle.
Yes. Okay, no quad cam.
Yeah, let's see what Travis Wall saw.
Yeah, really proud of these guys taking full advantage of the standing start.
Oh, God, no.
Yeah. Don't drive under the
Ah. Excellent.
Yeah.
All right, that's kind of what we hoped for.
Yeah. Bob Tyson around the outside there. These in-cars are extremely loud.
Are they?
Okay. Yeah.
Interesting. All right.
Yeah. I'm surprised they didn't go straight through the grass like the Pro 2 trucks. Maybe they can't.
They I don't know if they get a shortcut penalty or just the cars aren't equipped for it, or maybe they can and they just haven't put enough time in. Who knows? Oh no. That's Travis Wall.
Doing a Robbie Gordon impression.
Yep. By the way, that guy he just ran into, that is a Calvin Fish F3 livery.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And he's gone.
All right. So should we catch on to the race now?
Let's see some. All right. Let's see who's currently. So Aaron Smith remains our leader. Let's catch. Oh, did he spin?
Get some help.
He spun, all on his own.
Oh, all on his own.
But he had a big enough lead that it was no big deal. Watch this.
Yeah, so he's got the cold tires thing figured out.
Yeah, so this is coming out through the back into, I believe, this is towards Indianapolis.
That's the Porsche. That's the beginning of the Porsche curves.
I think that's Indianapolis, and then into the Porsche curves. Oh, he had a big enough lead that he could go through all that.
Yeah.
Huh, good for him. All right.
Jonathan Else writes in, what's happening in the chat, Ryan? So that answered itself. But yeah, good battles here as we see the top three in class and overall going at it. Is that Lance Snyder running P2?
He just spun again.
Man, can't handle the pressure tonight, apparently.
He's got the pace, but you got to be consistent.
Yeah, it looks like he gets in the brakes here a little hot. He's going to loop it right there. Slow, lazy spin.
And away they go.
Yeah, he's fortunate to get pointed in the right direction right as he came out of there.
And Daylon Barr, Eric Foss, and Lance Snyder now. Jeremy Lines. Oh, no, that's backwards. So, yeah, Lance Snyder and Aaron Smith. So that's Aaron Smith way up front in the lead. And I actually think that's lap. No, that wouldn't be possible. It looks like it's lap traffic. Oh, okay, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, so Eric Foss didn't think he was going to make it into this race, but hell of a sim racer. And last minute entry, he's going to put a proper livery on his GTP car later. But Eric has the very distinct honor of getting to drive a very similar GTP Nissan, just like this car, in HSR in Historics.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so one of his clients has a bunch of prototype cars, and he recently bought one of the newer variations of this car, I believe. And so Eric, who's obviously pretty good in everything he drives, very good on sims, has real life experience with that particular car.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, so he's chasing down Lance Snyder, who's obviously been in our series since the beginning, going back to last year. And they're gone. And we've lost connection entirely to them. I don't know why. Okay. Damn it, Eric Voss. Oh, well, it looks like they're battling, but we can't hold the connection for some reason.
Cool.
There they go. Oh, and then
Yeah.
Eric got him.
Yeah, it looked like Eric set him up on the brakes going to the Mulsanne corner there and shut it down. And Eric's coming off a win in one of the iRacing events. I think it was last night. It was a GT3 Cup class. And I think he won by something like 30 seconds.
Wow.
So he's pretty strong in these sim races. He's really strong in real racing, too. So we'll see what happens here.
So Eric is now up to P2. And again, remember, the winner of each class will advance to tomorrow's big broadcast race. We've got flurry of Nissans here. And I believe Lance Snyder is running a Dyson tribute.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. Obviously, Rob Dyson having been on our show, and Chris Dyson, a proponent of what we do.
Yeah, that's the 962 livery that they used to run back in the day. In fact, still says Porsche on it. So good to see that out here. Obviously a fan favorite with Dyson Racing. But Eric Foss is currently P3, apparently, according to the timing. I'm not sure how that works, but...
So if I'm not mistaken, I think these GRC cars pitting, I don't know if these are accidents or if they actually have to pit nearly every lap.
For fuel?
Yeah. I think they can only do a couple. No, that's not true because they set qualifying times. Unless... Whoop. There you go.
I like how I got it on two wheels there. That's cool.
It might be possible. Now, maybe in qualifying, you just run and then you finish your second lap and you run out of fuel afterwards. And then maybe for the race, you have to refuel every time. I don't know.
We did see that one car stop in the middle of the Mulsanne, so...
It's very possible they have to stop after every lap.
Yeah.
And that's what we call a U problem.
Yeah, this 369 car is a throwback to the Roush Mustang that Calvin Fish drove at one point. So that's pretty cool. As we see some footage on the big screen out there, it looked like someone in a GRC car doing donuts, which I don't think was planned. It really works out for us, so we'll take it.
And there we go.
It looks like teammates Chris Knisley and Paul Roddy are continuing to work together as they have all season long in Thursday Night Blunder. And sporting some really nice Valvoline liveries, too, as they have a Continental Tire truck right on their bumper.
So who is that in P3? Is that so Ed Smith is right behind them trying to mess up their day.
Yeah.
And this is what we wanted to see. So look at this train. So going down the Mulsanne. Well, actually, that's not the Mulsanne. That's whatever you call this straight after it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, really using the track limits to the right way, get that good line into the apex. That looked excellent. We're getting a question, Sean, from the chat room about the fuel mileage on the sprint car.
Yes, sir.
Any ideas?
Yeah. Well, so there's a term. It's called MPG. That stands for miles per gallon, and it's a mathematical formula in which they analyze how many miles a car can drive versus the amount of gallons of fuel used.
Right.
And then that equation then translates to miles per gallon, which is the term for that is MPG.
Okay.
Expert opinions there.
Yeah, nailed it. I have nothing to add. So, yeah.
All right. So let's see. I'm curious if these guys have to stop every lap. So we'll see, but it's definitely a good battle here. And in theory, it shouldn't matter because if we all have to stop at the same time, that's just part of the deal.
Right. And how long is our race going to be tomorrow night?
50 minutes, but we can always make it shorter.
Well, I was going to say, I wonder if it's possible to actually end up saving fuel and just run around a little slower.
Yeah.
Also, with the yellows, you never know, right?
Well, so that's pit lane entry, and they're not taking it, if I understand Le Mans properly. Yeah. All right, so they can do a couple laps. Look. I love that.
Looks great. Looks great.
That's exactly what we wanted. Can't ever go wrong with jumpy trucks.
How's our sprint car battle going?
Let's see here. And so we are 12 minutes in to a 30-minute race.
Mm-hmm.
So those are our GRC cars. Tanner Witten currently leading. Michael Berg. Is that load or is that a tire down? I think that's just load. Look at the lean there on the left side.
Yeah. Is it?
I don't know if it's broken or if that's camber.
Right. I mean, either way, it's great.
Well, let's look at the guy behind him. There's a guy 2 spots back.
Yeah, I wonder if it's that tire never has that much pressure on it.
Yeah, so he's fine.
Yeah.
Apparently he's driving. So that's Stephen Moore. Well, it's looking pretty deflated, but not nearly as bad.
Yeah, I'm betting it's because that tire's normally so unloaded that now when we're making him bend to the right, it just deflates the thing down.
That is amazing.
Totally accidental side effect that we came up with there.
All right, so Michael Berg, let's see what it looks like on board here. Nope, and he's gone.
Perfect.
All right, so good through the lefts.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is probably the tightest right-hander in the entire track coming up.
Yeah, coming into Arnage.
There we go. And, yeah, look, full lock.
Yeah, yeah.
And one gear.
Yeah. All right, well, that's enough of that.
Yep, all right, interesting. Oh, they wrecked.
Perfect.
Nice.
Perfect.
Let's see what happened there.
Yeah.
So that was Alan Space.
He's having a rough day.
Yeah, not his day. Oh, and he wrecked the Calvin Fish F3 car. So now this is going into the Porsche curves, right?
Yeah, exactly right. And as he comes in here, he's got a good head of
Oh,
steam. But
just too fast.
you know, the GRC cars don't have that front grip, so they just push like crazy, and he just target fixated right in the back of it. And, well, you saw the result
And
as we see a
that's what
couple
happens.
sprint cars go by. But he's going to continue on.
So that was
Oh.
Dave. Was that Davis Trask that took the hit? Yep, it was. And I'm assuming he saw nothing coming here. All right, so we'll turn this down when we know he's on the limiter to try and keep everybody happy. And then here he comes, just push, 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 and kablamo.
Yeah, put the thing right in the air.
Well,
Already downshifting before the car came to a complete stop. True pro right there. Immediately going down through the gears to get the thing refired up and headed back out there. So losing as little time as possible.
all right, so we're 50 minutes in. If you don't mind, Ryan, I wouldn't mind getting our cameras set for
Sure.
for this deal. I need to look something up real quick. So
Yeah.
what do you want to look at while you're waiting?
I'd say the overall battle.
Well, I think it's back to Eric Foss now. I think
All
Eric
right,
Foss is in
let's
fact
start.
leading.
Yeah, let's throw it on Foss with the with one of the cameras, like the main TV cameras.
Yeah, let's get this queued up. Let's catch back up. So so that's our leader. He is now up by 3 seconds over Daylon Barr.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice. And this is his debut, right?
Yeah, it's first time running with us, and he immediately apologized for not having a livery, but he's going to work on it. And like I said, guy's got experience in one of these cars for real, as well as being a top race-winning champion in sports cars, and also the guy that taught my racing school.
Yeah, there you go.
So, yeah, we've known each other a really long time. Worked on the Lotus Sport team with my dad when I was literally 5 or 6 years old, and what would be the World Challenge Series of yesteryear. So yeah, good guy. Lots of experience as an instructor, and one of the first times I ever played iRacing was actually at his house, and loved it right away. And obviously, he's still got what it takes to win in it. So,
What's going on in the chat room, Ryan?
apparently, session 2 is already full.
Oh, is it really?
That's pretty cool.
All right, I got to text Mark Miller and say, nope, never mind. He's like,
Yeah.
can I get in on this? I was like, absolutely.
Yeah.
Nope, no, you can't.
I'm hearing from Trevor Price that he didn't get in.
We can't add another one, unfortunately.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Wednesday deal is just a fun one.
Yeah. Apparently it's open now. I'm just gonna stop listening to the chat room on that one.
Chat room, you don't know.
You guys figure it out. But Eric Foss heading down the Mulsanne straightaway, catching up to the movie 3 tributed sprint car. Great gangsterling he's got going there. I'm pretty sure. I think I'm remembering correctly that sprint cars run a smaller left rear tire as well.
That would
So I'm
make sense
wondering
for
if it's like
camber.
the smaller tire plus the pressure, because that thing's never got any load on it.
Right.
So it's good stuff either way. Really happy to see how it turned out.
All right, so while we are setting some things up, let's get some cameras correct. Pick a car. You want to just do the Nissan?
Yeah, let's just stick with Foss. He's doing a good job.
All right, so let's go to the right front suspension cam. So this camera we need to adjust to being our rear bumper close-up.
Okay.
So we will go to F12. All right, so let's make some cameras. That's pretty loud. Oh.
Okay, we're hearing that there was a glitch or something with the race 2, and it seems to be okay. So hopefully, crisis averted.
Oh, I was worried.
Close one.
I should probably fake it better.
Yeah, a little bit. All right. See, Eric's coming up on some GRC cars here.
So it doesn't look like there will be much to look at in the rear, but we may as well get the view just in case somebody else has something else.
Yeah, and I think some of the cars I've already seen have some inside rear wing riding on the GTP car, so I think that'll be okay. Plus the trucks and the GRC cars have backs to them, so yeah.
All right, so that's that one. And and he's gone. All right rear suspension. So somehow, man, even with 45 cars, we still have the issue where cars get disconnected. That is a problem.
Wondering if we watch another car for this camera, maybe like the leader of the GRC class.
No, we need to do them all on the Nissan first.
Okay.
So I have to do it all for one car. So Joe Dorsey's having fun.
Yeah.
If we can go back to Foss, let's see. Oh, he's back. Okay.
Yeah.
So no, I have to go one car at a time when I do it this way.
Definitely.
So okay, right rear suspension cam. So let's go to the right rear suspension.
Cool to hear the turbos and the wastegates activating there. It's pretty neat.
Exactly. So this should be seeing the passenger side close-up of the car. So let's back this up a little bit.
Oh, I just got an email from you about the thing you sent me this morning. It's funny.
About the test thing?
Yeah.
You just got that?
I just got it, yeah.
Okay, never mind. Well, there's
Yeah.
more questions I have, but that'll wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who knew that this is what we'd be spending our time doing? So our audience will find out soon enough, but if you would have told me that I'd be learning about a specific process of stuff in January.
Yeah.
Anyway. Pro Trucks. Okay, so if we want to look at the we're going to call it the passenger side, even though it's the driver's side of this car.
Sure.
Is this good, or should we be more out and looking in?
Can you get more out to see what's on the nose too? Might be another way of. I think that's pretty good right there.
I like this one, yeah.
Yeah. Because we'll do a nose cam too, I imagine.
We'll have a nose cam, exactly.
Yeah,
so
that's great.
All right, let's go to the left rear suspension, which will be, we'll call it the driver's side close-up, even though it's not driver's side in this case.
And Eric's had some contact too. He's got some broken left rear aero pieces there in the side pod.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Okay, and then let's do the nose, which is left front suspension. Captivating stuff, I'm sure.
Well, this isn't for them. There's that 40 or 57. I think that's Jason Raby's putting a lap down. If I recall correctly, Jason Raby sent me. Oh no! Man, it's like somebody in a Pro 2 truck just tried to ruin Eric's race.
They definitely hit.
Yeah, got some damage there, but that's cool right there. That's like the scene out of Le Mans.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
It is, but I don't know if this is necessarily clear to see liveries.
Right.
Like we should probably go higher.
Oh yeah, definitely. I just thought it was cool how
it's a cool look for sure.
Well, you changed to it right as you were panning across the nose, which is that famous shot. So I was like, oh, that's badass. Oh God! Somebody just asked if there are more Prime TV episodes coming out.
So this free web stream isn't enough.
Right.
We already owe them something else.
Well, we're not allowed to travel, but somehow we're
gonna get a show done.
Yeah.
All right, so if we're looking at everybody's front end, I think this is pretty good. Let's back it up just a little. There we go. I'll give you a clear view of people doing their thing. So let's save this car. And so one down, and he's gone. So, yeah, that's that. No, there he is. All right, he's back.
I was worried about him for.
Let's see let's see if this is true. So that's Daylan. Okay, it's the same car. So yeah, so this is Aaron Smith. Let's go to Christian Abbott. He always says some stuff. And he's gone. Oh, okay. So this is Christian
Abbott.
Abbott.
The Wins car, yeah.
Yeah, so this... Actually, I wonder, should we go a little higher so we can see... Because it's universal for all these guys. So if we back it up just a little,
Yeah.
and then... Yeah, like that's a little better.
Oh, yeah, nice. There you go. I think sounds awesome. I guess we could answer that there will be more Amazon Prime episodes
yeah,
one
probably
day.
saying that. Oh, do we see rear wings on any of these? Because is there anything to see on the rear wing? Oh, there is. All right, I'm thinking our rear bumper camera should in fact be a rear wing camera.
Yeah, more important than that than underneath the car.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so this I'm
That looks great.
reasonably happy with. Let's make this flat. Yeah, this will allow us to see those cameras pretty well. So
Sure.
we're going to save this. There's 7 minutes left, by the way.
Cool.
All right. And so the rear bumper that we had was the right front suspension cam. We're going to change that. So we're going to change that to a rear wing cam.
Yeah.
Riveting stuff, I'm sure.
100 people watching, at least on YouTube. I mean, I don't even know why.
Oh, look at that. That's a fun view.
Yeah.
I kind of like this. Has nothing to do with seeing liveries, though.
Yeah, it doesn't help for that part, but it is badass.
So something like this.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. All right. And one car down. We're going to
Yeah,
run out
Eric.
of time. Go ahead.
Yeah. Eric Foss out there leading still, the 12-second lead over Dale Barr, and looks like he and Aaron Smith are still having a battle. So, yeah, that's great.
All right. So this is a... Actually, kind of looks really fun in this car.
Yeah,
Almost
I
like it's
so
what it's
far,
designed for.
Yeah, this is one of the cars so far all week that I've been like, man, I want to drive that. That looks fun.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't take part in as much iRacing as I would like to, although I've done a little bit the last couple of weeks, which has been nice. Historically, these kind of cars, the more retro cars, don't have the attendance that you kind of wish they would.
Yeah,
But man, this does look fun.
yeah, for sure.
I did one, now it's not the same, but I did one Lotus 79. I tried to do one Lotus 79 race.
Sure.
Which we'll call it the same kind of retro, not current kind of racing. And the problem is not a whole lot of people do it, and those who do, it seems like they're very much specialists. So you show up and you're like, oh my God, I can't do this because everyone is 7 seconds quicker.
Right. Mark Miller is asking on Facebook what kind of top speed we're seeing in these GTP cars.
300 miles an hour.
300 miles an hour, Mark. Write it down.
Wait, did he text me again?
Delete that number.
No. He's like, what's a good time? So apparently I didn't answer and he went to you. So they are doing 170, 80, 180. So this is, if you look at the lower left where my cursor is,
Yeah.
he's currently up to 188, 189, 190.
Yeah, and I'd argue that GTP cars,
And he's got a
especially the
draft.
Nissan, high
Yeah.
drag.
Yeah, you almost wonder if we'd had a... Yeah, I mean, if we'd had like a P1 car, but they'd be going close to 220, 230.
Yeah, no, I'm way happier with this. But the if you look at like the Group C cars from back then, they probably went way quicker in a straight line.
So yeah, he's topped out right now at 191. He'd had a draft earlier, so this is probably as good as... Yeah, in fact, he's going slower now that he's out of that draft.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's, I think in clean air, looks like 188 is probably where he tops out. Then he's getting getting that 410 sprint car draft.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's the draft on that wing
He
sprint
gains-
car? But
Well, he did gain 2 mile an hour there.
yeah, see, not
And-
just for advertisement.
And on the brakes.
Coming into Mulsanne corner here, nice tight 90 right, little oversteer.
whoa.
Oh man, is that oil down? It's loose there.
All right. So we have 2 minutes left. So this actually, he'll probably be on the white flag lap here when he gets to the start-finish line.
Right.
Interesting.
Yeah, last lap he did 3:29.8. So I mean, he's running within 4 or 5 seconds of the pole, with traffic and all that. Obviously, there's traffic in qualifying too, but definitely pushing the pace pretty hard here, even though he's all by himself. Eric Foss drives with a good friend of ours, Jeff Mosing, and Jeff was touting his co-driver and coach's laurels by posting about his GT3 Cup car win last night on Facebook today.
Nice. That is Jeff Mosing, car collector and DJ.
That's right. That's right.
Nothing makes me happier than the image of and I haven't seen it, and I don't know if you have, but I keep seeing, you have to know who Jeff Mosing is to see the face, but I keep imagining the one hand on the headphones.
Yeah.
Doing the head nod, and then queuing up the next bit or whatever as he syncs things up, and just seeing his face doing it just makes me happy.
Yeah. Oh man, getting close there with the traffic. Had to straight line the grass there to get past that Pro 2 truck.
All right, we are past 30 minutes, which means this should be the white flag here.
Yeah.
And so if he can run clean,
yeah,
that will be it. He has an 11-second lead, so it's all his to take, and he will advance to tomorrow's big broadcast race. Let's see what else we've got. In the 410s.
Yellow?
Michael Berg still getting it done in the 410s.
Yeah, he was our guy on the in-car for practice, too. He was really getting it done, so he's got it sorted out.
He's definitely got the setup.
Yeah. Which is apparently a lot of lean to the left.
I guess the strategy is, the right turns are going to suck, but you can really go for it on the left, maybe?
Yeah.
Or there's just no good way, so he just has it sorted out.
Yeah, he might just be the best at driving this dump truck. So.
All right, yeah. We'll work on cameras for the next session here.
Sure.
All right, and then in the rallycross, Tanner Witten looks like he's still got a pretty good lead and a pretty clean car. I don't know how he did that.
Yeah. So probably after that start, because he had a great standing start, we saw probably just all by himself ever since, because it looked like the GRC cars kind of got split up pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So he's just been driving around.
Interesting. And then Pro 2 light trucks. And this is where the action is.
Cut 2, they're in the grass already.
So this is Paul Roddy and Chris Knisley, who have been the dynamic duo all season long in whatever class they run, and it's holding true today. I think running as tandem teammates down the Mulsanne is clearly to their advantage. But go on.
I was going to say, they've been doing the teamwork thing all year. They've run a pretty similar livery that didn't look like the Valvoline love they're giving this truck tonight, but I really like the Valvoline colors for obvious reasons. But those two have been bumper to bumper pretty much the whole time, using the draft wisely. And they had that Continental truck with them, who seems to have dropped off. I don't even see him in the background anymore, so I wonder if something happened. But teamwork, working together, and I'm not 100% sure, but I think these guys might live near each other.
Yeah, that one I can't answer, but we can ask them later. But man, they are on course. I don't know if they'll do another lap or not. I think it largely depends on Eric Foss getting around him. Otherwise, they'll take the white here. Yeah.
But hanging on for the top two here pretty well. Nobody in sight in the back, so they're doing a great job.
So you almost wonder, do they have like a team orders deal with each other, because these cars are so slow down the straight?
I thought that's what you were going to say, and immediately it looked like Knisley threw it up the inside of Roddy there going into the Porsche curves pretty hard. So I'm wondering if there's a bragging rights thing here, or if they're concerned about getting split up for tomorrow night.
Yeah, that's a good question. A little bit of Ernie and Bert. Do they have to stop now? They do. Yeah, they have to stop.
This thing from pit lane?
And is that Ed Smith? So that's Ed Smith. Does he have to stop? Because this could end up being the race.
So Ed Smith
is staying out.
Stop on the front straight and just wait there.
Ed Smith is going for it. This should give him the lead, which would advance him, or they stop to make sure they're in the same race together, because that's cute.
Yeah, that'd be really adorable.
I don't know.
Yeah. Drama here during the Wednesday night runoffs.
They're definitely in the pits. Look like they might have been refueling. I wonder if Ed Smith played the fuel game on them, because they definitely had to make the run.
Man, exciting stuff here. Now, did they actually stop?
Let's see. Because
I
it
mean,
might be a short fill since these are not exactly. Yeah, they stopped. Look at that.
Okay.
But I'm confused if Ed Smith is still in front or not.
Yeah,
Because that's Ed Smith there.
sure. The
Shows.
timing and scoring not
Yeah, it
updated
may
yet?
not, because they may have crossed the timing line before he did.
That's probably
So
what it
he
is.
would be
But-
showing his
so,
P3.
so they don't have loop timing here on iRacing?
I don't think they do. I actually don't know.
Huh.
But I'm pretty sure you have to cross the timing line for it. All right. So where's Eric Foss? I think I think it's over. Yep, it's over.
Oh, oh God. Eric, are you okay? Can you hear us? So I like that Eric's done one race.
This is his first race, and he already knows.
And he
So
already
we'll
knows
pretend
the
like
short-
this is live. Here he comes. Taking his first ever race, first ever win. Winning the runoffs, advancing to tomorrow. Eric Foss.
flashing the lights, which back then was a toggle switch.
And
oh,
where's
now
he? Or did somebody hit him?
somebody
Yep.
hit him. Yeah. So,
All right, somebody knew.
Yeah, so sorry for the misinformation there. Oh, he got hit again by another
You
Nissan.
got a lot
but,
of lethal Nissan. Yeah, lethal Nissans. Try saying that.
yeah, I think Eric's going to learn his lesson there. If he wins tomorrow night or makes it to the end of the race, he'll definitely have to send it pretty big.
It was Daylon Barr.
Daylon knows.
So
That
this is the
video
view
of
of Daylon.
Daylon Barr sending somebody last week was the best thing I've ever seen. Oof. Wow.
Yeah,
See, now you don't.
and there he goes.
That's great. Great job, Daylon.
Uh,
Daylon.
Our boy Daylon Barr, Michael Berg, still out there.
Wow, he's got a whole lap to go here. He's just coming on the Mulsanne.
I think Tanner Witten might be done. Where's Ed Smith? All right.
Yeah. Oh, is this Ed Smith? Is he going slow?
No, I think it's the Pro Truck.
Yeah, it's what? Yeah, he's 115. I was gonna say, I wonder if he's gonna try to save fuel here.
He might be. Well,
Now,
we'll come back. Let's
Let's see
watch
what
Michael
Nice
Berg
is
finish it.
And reference.
All right. Well, Michael Berg, I'm going to say has it pretty sewn up. So yeah, let's see this end of this Pro Truck race because I think timing may have it wrong.
Yeah.
I
So
think
Nisley. Click on Nisley. He's just getting on the.
So that's Nisley and Roddy.
Yeah, and that looks like they're still on the Mulsanne.
Correct.
And it looked like Smith had just left Arnage. So he's got a pretty big chance here to roll this thing across the line if he can save the fuel.
Let's go. So that's Ed Smith there, and
Yeah.
he's gone. So for some reason we're having trouble with connection as always. There.
Roddy Nisley combination still going hard at it.
Well, is that Mulsanne right there?
Wait, that's the Mulsanne corner. What's going on here?
Yeah, I don't. He may not be. So where are these guys? Okay, they're gone.
Yeah, that's great.
I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, how's that make sense?
Because unless he was a lap down. Because yeah, here they go.
I mean, it says they're on the same lap now, so how do you go a lap
Well,
down?
but they didn't go through. Because it could have been a timing loop thing.
Yeah.
So that's them through.
So are we
Arnage.
behind? Because how are we able to fast forward like this?
Well, no, we were, but I don't necessarily know how that comes with crossing the timing line. So where's Ed Smith? So that's Ed Smith there through the Porsche curves. That's Chris Nisley.
Yeah. Yeah. Seems like they're not that far apart.
They're not that far. I think Ed Smith is still leading. 'Cause,
Okay.
yeah, this is
so
him
he's
going into
ahead,
the final
but they're
chicanes. 'Cause
coming-
they're
so
coming
he's
for him.
saving-
All right, so this is for the big win in the Pro Truck class. Ed Smith looks, if we're reading the
think.
information correct, Ed Smith is going to get it done over the two teammates, and it looks like he's going to get it done on fuel strategy. So he may just, I'm guessing he just has enough fuel to cross the line here, and he would never be able to get it back.
Right.
So I think Ed Smith just took the win.
Oh, nice.
All right, in the Continental truck,
Yeah.
beating out the dynamic duo of Chris Nisley and Paul Roddy. Yeah, there they go.
And they're
Now
still
that-
going for it, Sean. Look at this battle here.
That's what we want. It's going to be, well,
Oh.
I don't know what just happened there. Now
I
he
think
just
Paul
wants.
Roddy got it. Yeah, Paul Roddy got Chris Nisley at the
Yeah,
line.
Nisley did like a weird photo finish thing at the timing line for some reason.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know what that's all about. It doesn't really matter. I don't like that shot.
Getting a text message here from Johnny O'Connell. He says that this shit is too funny.
Really?
Yeah.
Keep that low bar, Johnny.
Nah, he loves it. It is funny.
All
Eric
right.
Foss writes in that was crazy.
Good. You want to talk to Eric Foss?
Yeah, let's call Eric Foss.
All right. Don't let me forget to save this. I don't know that I have his. Can you text me his number just to make sure?
Yeah.
I don't think. Let me see. Oh, you know what? I think I do have it. Hold on. Let's see. Foss. No, I do not.
All right, coming at you. Let's give old Easy E a phone call here.
Now let's see if we get that crazy feedback thing we got last time.
Oh, all right. So the GTP car is showing how easy it is to go right under a stadium truck.
All right. This is Eric Foss we're calling.
Yeah.
Does he know I'm calling? Because he may not. This is an unrecognized number.
Hey, how's it going?
That was crazy. Hey, Eric Foss, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
Oh, we're doing well. Sean, are you still there?
I'm here. We're good.
Okay,
I was a
yeah.
little confused by feedback, but I think it's because he's got a YouTube feed up.
Okay. Eric Foss, big winner in your Thursday night blunder debut for the Wednesday night runoffs. How you feeling? Talk us through the race.
Oh, that was awesome. I think the highlight was the first lap driving underneath that GRC Beetle for about, 100 yards. But no, that's crazy. It's actually pretty amazing how respectable everyone is in there, considering what kind of chaos it is the whole time.
So
Now-
go ahead.
I would say we noticed something at the end of the race. You were not hip to Thursday Night Blunder's traditional race-ending ceremony, but you got sent sky high after the race by Daylon Barr and another Nissan GTP car. Are you going to let that happen again tomorrow, or are you going to take yourself out after the checker?
Oh, no, I'm going to wait for him. I'm going to get him tomorrow.
Oh,
For sure.
okay. Calling him out. All right.
Well, he may not be in tomorrow. That's the thing.
Right.
'Cause
Yeah.
he-
So you're going
Oh,
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you
I'm sure I'll
advanced.
find somebody.
to. There you go. All right.
So you have advanced to the big broadcast race tomorrow night. Daylon will remain to be seen because he'll have to get in now either by entering the next race and winning it or by a cool car livery, which there's no guarantees. So yeah. All right. So tomorrow you're going to make your big broadcast debut, the big pro race. You'll be against huge pros like Jeff Siegel and Mark Miller. What are you going to bring for them? Say that one more time because I stepped over you.
Oh, I said those guys are hacks.
Good.
That's right. They sure are. Eric Foss, a big winner here tonight. Eric, what are we going to see out of you for a livery tomorrow?
Ooh, that's tough. I got to coach someone tomorrow, so I'm going to have about 30 minutes. So it's going to have to be super creative, super quick. Maybe I'll see if I can hire a 2-year-old to do it and see where it goes.
Okay, we have people. We'll set you up. We'll make sure you're all right.
Okay.
Anybody you want to thank? Any sponsors?
Oh, of course. I want to thank Continental Tire for the amazing tires on the car. And if you guys didn't know, I put a Honda power plant in there. I had a K20 in my Nissan.
Nice.
I thought it was so
Ah,
fast. So,
well, that makes sense.
yeah, that made the
Yeah.
car a whole lot faster. And, of course,
Yeah.
with the Valvoline oil, I was spinning that thing to like 12,000 RPM, and it was no problem.
Great job, buddy.
Yeah.
And just real quick, what company does your Uncle Bruce work for?
Continental Tire.
Good.
Awesome job. Thanks a lot, Eric. We'll see you out there tomorrow.
All right, you guys take care.
All right, let's see if I can find Ed Smith, and then we'll cut to the next few races. Because there's another one going on right about now. It's about to start qualifying for our second race of the night that we didn't promise.
Yep.
Ed Smith. I think I've got his phone number here. Oh, there it is. All right. All right, this is Ed Smith.
that.
Huh? This is
Change
bad.
that or it's going to be loud.
Hello?
Ed Smith?
That's me.
It's Sean and Ryan. How you doing?
Hey, Sean. Doing good.
Good. So big winner in the runoffs. You're headed off to the broadcast race tomorrow. So it was kind of tough for all us to follow. It looked like the two leaders had to stop at the very end, and you didn't. What was going on?
I think they either short-filled it on the pit stop to get away from me, or the drafting ate more fuel. I had 0.8 of a gallon left across the line.